Hello and welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. We are playing as Lady Esmeralda the 12th in today's video, an astromancer with the Tesla Spike and the Vanguard Banner Antique. We're heading down into the dry lake to fight the Prime Estuary for the second time today, and I think astromancer is going to be a great class for that battle. But of course we have to find the boss first. He is usually the furthest to the right resonating fork inside of this zone. And it looks like it's a fair distance off to the right today. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of battling to make our way over there. Off to a bad start. Didn't see that mushroom up at the top of the screen, but we can heal that damage back up. No problem. Pretty good hit against that eyeball there. Actually moves us in that very direction. Fantastic. Chest at the top of this room. Our spell, the Tesla Spike, does really good damage against walls. For instance, I can hit this bug, or excuse me, this plant through the wall above me. No disrespect, Mr. Plant. My apologies. However, the damage isn't anything crazy. He just hit me for 600, by the way. Holy crap. Let's remember that we can phase out of reality as an astromancer for a very short time on a very short cooldown as well. The chest at the top does give us a little bit of gold. We're up to 22,000 to start this run off. I'm not expecting to get rich off of dry lake runs. That's never my intention when I go in here. Really, oh god, really my intention is just to hope and pray for the best. And usually we don't find it. Hey, taking down both of those elementals just fine. The bunny getting damaged, the trap's dealing damage. Oh my god. Oh, that's troublesome. Let's take out those resonating projectiles. If we just auto attack in there, everything should die. There was enough bombs that I think it blew up half of the planet along with it. And of course, I run into a spike immediately after. Off to a frustrating start. Puzzle challenge. Destroy all targets, no jumping. Oh, we haven't seen one of these in a while. All you have to do is hit every single one on the left, skip the middle, and then do every other one on the right. I was expecting that to be a difficult puzzle. What do you know? The game actually threw me a bone for once. Hey, chicken for the chicken gods up on the left-hand side. Oh, poison coming down as well. If we kill off that hammer in the middle, I think I'm chilling. He did actually shred my armor, though, so we are going to take more damage until we find a potion. At least a little bit more damage. I feel like we were playing a character not very long ago whose spin kicks were able to kill these in a single spin. I wonder if these are just higher level bunnies or if that character came with some increased spin kick damage. I think... Oh, that's very bad. I think... bards come with extra spin kick damage just naturally, but that's not what I was playing as. Well, the first time we opened up the chest, the second time we'll just scoop up the loot and be on our way. Do we want to swap out our weapon for the explosive gauntlets? No, I can't say that I do. Somehow we managed to actually get back up to full HP, so the run seems like it's going to be moving in the right direction for at least a little bit. Big axe in the next room. Whoa, I had to reset that. Panicked a little bit. Panicked a lot, to be honest. There we go. That was much more manageable. Breaking that chain is moving down as well. Did make the mushroom mad, so let's make sure we phase out. Those plants actually mad at us as well. Lots of projectiles flying in from every single direction. Ugh. There we go. We're okay. We're okay. One mad mushroom. We could deal with that. We could deal with that fallout. This might actually be the room that connects us to the boss, which would be excellent. Actually, it looks like we just have to go a little bit further. I could have avoided that damage by just attacking in front of me. Ugh, here we are. Here we are. This fight was a lot more hectic than the normal version. I think the normal version is actually pretty hectic. However, I think with this attack that the astromancer has, we're going to be able to simplify a lot of the moving parts here. For instance, one of the key things that the boss was doing versus me before, he's starting off with ads this time, which is fine. The ads are going to be alive for a little while, though. There's literally nothing I can do about that. This is the boomerang goop. We're ready for that, too. We're fine. We're fine. Off the floor. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Ad's taken down. All of that health put back into us as well. When he jumps, does he do anything weird? Does that call down the swords? Last attempt, this dude was just sending seeker after seeker after seeker at me. We actually pushed the phase pretty quickly here. This is when he's going to start to throw weapons across the screen over and over again. Actually, super duper intimidating move. And I believe this attack at the bottom is also going to be something similar, where he's just kind of throwing weapons down there. The shield does cut me off and deal some damage, but their time is over. Very large saw spinning in the middle. I could phase out and avoid a lot of this damage. I really need to. I'm going to do it now. Him jumping once again calls the swords back down onto us, and we have to stay airborne here. Oh my god. Spell straight down. Get those Tesla spikes in. How are you supposed to stand on the ground here? Oh my god, we hit another phase check. What does this mean? He's slamming again. I'm just gonna phase out here. Thankfully, we did that. I think that would have killed us otherwise. Big explosions mean ads are coming back in. I can't do anything about those. And they're already area denying me. Ah! Tesla spikes down underneath the boss. We're good, we're good, we're good. I don't even know what hit me. Wow. Okay, so it does get more hectic. But the literal reason I picked that class, the thing never even happened. He didn't send any seekers at me at all. Rerolled that on accident. That character looked really, really good. This one could be pretty good too. We have a pretty decent duelist. The spell isn't great. The antiques aren't great, but we're still a duelist at the end of the day. We do have the magic 8-ball. We might be able to get some damage in with that. However, we need to remember that these dudes are completely immune. These ads are completely immune for quite some time. We can resignating bounce to avoid the ground here as the boss makes it unavailable for us to use. Dude, that molten orb part of that spell is actually so gnarly. Here are the seekers I was talking about that he didn't even use last time. Oh my god, you could see why I was a little intimidated by these, right? They're just everywhere. We do manage to push a phase. I imagine he's got a little bit left in the tank though. Oof, how long do... So it's like 2 seconds I need to stay off the ground there, huh? Actually, great damage pushes the phase yet again. If he could spawn more ads in, I might actually get some healing here that I need. We're starting with a bone saw right behind us, a blade saw, what, you know what I mean? And ads spawning in yet again. I'm gonna do a quick dash over to the left-hand side to move around the boss. As he falls, I'm trying to just juggle at the top, but it doesn't look like that's an option anymore. The ad does go down. Oh, bro, come on. I don't know how to get out of here. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I have to get away from the boss again, though. Let's hover above him. Oh, it actually looks like a lot of those weapons that he sends out at the start of that phase aren't actually real. Just the ones that are telegraphed are the ones that will deal damage. More seekers coming out. I think I'm in a safe spot. No, I'm not. 300 damage! Oh, fuck! Ah, that was so close. Assuming there's not a third phase or something, a 12th phase, however many phases he has. We'll get it next time. We got this. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, hypercoagulation. Your health regenerates, but you lose some max HP when hit. For a single boss fight, I could see that being really good. All right, here we go. Assassin capable of some astonishingly high critical hit damage. So he actually needs to be really careful. The explosion there was more than I thought it was going to be, and we already healed back all of that damage that we lost already. Here come the Seekers. I phased out as the majority of them crossed over me and pushed the boss to the next phase. Oh, I need these ads to die. Ugh, okay, that could have gone a little better. We only have 1,000 HP left. I don't know what we started with. Oh god, I'm losing it rapidly. No! Okay, this one was cursed. That one didn't count. That one didn't count. A disattuned astromancer with a poison glob spell. This could be really good. Especially if, you know, I ever use my class ability or something. Hey, what do you know? He actually used the Seekers versus me. And the poison spell immediately in front of him was enough to deal with the problem right away. As the shields are coming forward, we tried to phase out, but I actually fell into the ice trail of one of the shields, taking damage. That sucks. Hopefully we'll be able to heal back most of that damage in no time. We phase out away from reality again just to reappear at higher HP. I'm going to move over to the right-hand side as the goop boomerang is coming back around. We're going to use our class ability once more and then dash yet again. This is relentless here. Ads being spawned in once more by the boss, but unfortunately I can't hit them for a little while. Big AoE around him. We're going to class ability, move down over here. Seekers on us. If we keep this up, we're fine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Holy shit. Class ability to get around. As he jumped, that means falling swords are coming down. We intercept that shield and take... I dashed the wrong way. That was an accident. Oh, class ability. We push the phase. Wait, is this saw gonna go away? Oh, God. Okay, we'll leave that there. Oh. One hit and we're dead. One hit and we're dead. Okay, I'm changing sides. Dash through, stay up. Dash through. We can land now. Poison is set. Poison is set. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, class ability. There we go. Damage over time did it. As long as there's not another phase. Is there another phase? Are we good? I don't know. It kind of felt like I earned that one. That was so chaotic. That was really fun. I really love how that was on the back of a dragon that entire time. What a cool set piece. Well, well, well. The Golden Gate opens yet again, and we will be traveling through in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Before we leave, let's hear what our dragon friend has to say.
Too many cycles have I lain restless. You've brought me great comfort. My gratitude is given. My energy eludes me. I must rest.
Oh, you take all the time you need, little dragon. All the time you need, my good friend. You get a little ghost pouts. You may not be able to see my body, but you sure know there's a lot of heart there. All right, team, take care. Thank you so much. Wait. I gotta go get a cough drop. I was literally just trying to wrap this up so I can go get a cough drop. Hold on, I'll be right back. In a dimly lit cave, Estuary TUBAL sits at his workbench, tightening the last leather strap on a mechanical gauntlet. Satisfied with his work, he rises and crosses the room. Against the far wall, stacked from floor to ceiling, lie identical urns of a purplish hue. TUBAL picks one at random, then slowly removes the lid, revealing a white mist inside. He utters a low incantation, and a black mist escapes from his lips. The mist flows into the urn, mixing with the vapors within. He quickly reseals the urn, then begins to rock it in his arms, cradling it as if it were a newborn. The urn's purple hue slowly fades away like a sick pallor? I don't know what that is. First turning gray, then white, then finally becoming black as pitch. Content with his mixture, TUBAL turns back to his work table and carefully slides the urn into the gauntlet-fitted hollow. The urn suddenly cracks, and wisps of black smoke begin to seep out. Dark tendrils weave themselves into the gauntlet's internal clockwork. Mechanical figures bend and flex as the tendrils make themselves at home in their new host. TUBAL smiles to himself and closes his eyes. He takes a long, slow breath. When he opens his eyes, he sees his own massive body slumped on the bench in front of him. He can feel the coldness of the steel, sense every scratch on its surface. Each gear wires into motion as he stretches his metal fingers wide. Oh. Estuary TUBAL turns the bottle of wine in his hand as he sits atop the parapets of Citadel Argaretha, then decides against it. The celebration would have to wait. Tonight he needs all of his faculties unburdened. He watches the sun tower slowly fade to black as the artificial sun settles into the night cycle. Closing his eyes, TUBAL slows his breathing and his body relaxes. Below him, the surface of the reservoir begins to bubble as hundreds of gauntleted animations slowly emerge from the waters. They rise up and soar past the citadel spires, past the darkened sun tower and the glowing field of floating jellyfish, and up through the massive tunnel that leads through the ceiling of their subterranean kingdom. The machines emerge onto the surface and move silently across the true night sky for hours before coming upon a small encampment. From the shadows, he watches as Estuary Jabal raises his glass and cheers his fellow men on for the success of another hunt. They are far too drunk and tired to notice the stars disappeared as an army of hovering automations blanket the night sky above. Oh my goodness. In an instant, the night lights up with the blinding gleam of 100 floating blades unsheathing in concert. TUBAL watches on in amusement as Estuary Enoch rushes through the garden gates. Every morning, Enoch would spend hours around the Tree of Life, excitingly jotting down notes and charting every possible measurement. In a single year, the tree had grown more than it had in the past 1,000. This excitement was more than justified. But Enoch's fervor would amount to nothing, for TUBAL alone knew the one thing that mattered. An estuary had died. He knew what he had to do to become king. This was the year. TUBAL carefully checks his ledgers once more to make sure the numbers would not raise suspicion. He had successfully armed the rebels via acceptable manufacturing losses, and he had been feeding them intel on the kingdom's weaknesses for the better part of a decade. A revolt was imminent. All he had to do was keep the odds in his favor. TUBAL closes his eyes as his mind travels over his legion of flying automations in the Nibiru deep vents. He examines the early warning system that Estuary Mehuel created to protect his men in the event of a flood. TUBAL works quickly, ordering a group of his automations to silently cut the ropes to the warning bells, while the rest of his mechanical minions drill through the lake bed above. Within minutes, a torrent of water comes crashing through the tunnels, and cries of confusion and panic arise. A smile spreads across TUBAL's face as the screams are drowned out by the sound of rushing water. From 100 different viewpoints, TUBAL watches the fighting unfold as his flying automations navigate the chaos of the kingdom. He revels in the screams of rebels and soldiers clashing in the citadel, while his body lies peacefully in a chamber deep within the Dry Lake mines. No matter how explosive the fighting becomes, he knows he is safe. He had taken precautions and sealed off the entrance to the mines before the fighting started. Soon, once the fighting dies down, all that will be left is to emerge with his army of automations and slay the remaining estuaries. He feels a sharp, piercing pain in his chest and is suddenly jolted back into his body. He tries to open his eyes, but he cannot see anything. He struggles to move, but is completely restrained. He realizes he is tied up and being dragged, gagged, and blindfolded through the tunnels of his domain. His blindfold is removed to reveal 6 figures standing above him, dripping from the poisonous waters of the Stygian. One of them is holding a dull, metallic object. TUBAL squints and realizes it was one of the warning bells that he had cut. These must be Mehuel's men, but how could that be? They must have swum through the flooded Nibiru deep to reach him. No one escapes this place, not even an estuary. The bell is rung and the figures slunk away from view. The chime of one of the bells echoes throughout the massive chamber, and TUBAL feels the ground tremble. He tries to scream out, but the gag chokes him. As the dragon rises and opens its jaws, TUBAL shuts his eyes and tries to will himself back into the automations. But all that meets him is darkness. Wow, that one was so good. Man, I'm glad I remembered to read it. I have a really bad habit of forgetting and then coming back next episode. That was excellent. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And I will see you guys for some boss attempts tomorrow.